Top manhwa where the MC dominates everyone. Are you tired of weak protagonists who struggle for power? Well, not today. In this video, we're diving into 15 incredible manhwa where the main character dominates everyone. Whether it's through sheer strength, unmatched wit, or godlike abilities, get ready to discover some epic stories you won't be able to put down. Let's jump right in. The story of Thorny Spear. Sangoon, a peaceful tiger lord, has his life turned upside down when a young, white-haired girl named Choa shows up claiming to be his bride. Turns out, Choa is a descendant of the dangerous white-blooded demon beast, and her arrival brings all sorts of trouble for poor Sangoon. Now, Sangoon has to navigate this crazy new world filled with spirits, beasts, and other powerful entities, all while trying to protect Choa. The art and setting are top-notch, but the translation can get a bit confusing at times with all the unfamiliar terms. Still, if you're a fan of non-human main characters and a plot that keeps you guessing, the story of Thorny Spear is definitely worth checking out. The 100th regression of the max-level player. In this story, the world gets caught up in a deadly game where people aged 15 to 29 have to fight for their survival. Our main character, Minryu, has been through this game a whopping 99 times already. But every time he finally makes it to the end, he gets betrayed and killed by the system. Now, on his 100th and final attempt, Minryu is determined to find the help he needs to finally put an end to this ruthless game. It's got all the hallmarks of a classic regression manhwa, with an OPMC who's basically seen it all. But the story still manages to keep things fresh and entertaining, especially with the hilarious way Minryu keeps getting screwed over. If you're a fan of overpowered protagonists, definitely check out the 100th regression of the max level player. Why I Quit Being the Demon King. The main character, Demirgo's the 666th, is the 666th resurrection of the Demon King. Every 100 years, he's fated to battle a warrior of the Pure Blood clan to liberate his fellow demons from hell. But this time, Deus decides that he's had enough of that never-ending cycle. So he escapes 20 years early and sets out to forge a brand new identity for himself among the humans. What makes this manhwa so entertaining is watching Deus, a powerful demon lord, try to navigate everyday struggles of human life. He has to deal with things like getting a job, making friends, and just blending in with the regular folks. But of course, his demonic nature and powers are never far away. If you're in the mood for an OPMC who's trying to leave his villainous past behind, definitely check out Why I Quit Being the Demon King. Maxed out leveling. After a mysterious car crash, our main character, Cha Shin-hyun, finds himself transported to a world of martial arts. He spends 140 years training and becomes the strongest being in this new realm. But when he returns to Earth, everything has changed. The home he once knew is now filled with hunters who defeat monsters to level up their powers. To exact revenge on the person who altered his fate, Shin-hyun has to start back at level 1 and work his way back to the top. At first, this manhwa might seem like your typical dungeon crawling story, but trust me, it's got a really unique and promising plot. The overpowered MC and the way the story unfolds are sure to hook you in. Give maxed out leveling a look if you're a fan of OP protagonists. Mr. Devourer, please act like a final boss. The Primordial Core is an unconquerable dungeon home to the most powerful monster ever. The original monster, Swallow. But here's the catch. Swallow is actually just a lazy boss monster who just wants to sleep all day. That reminds me of myself. Keeping this chaotic dungeon running is a homunculus maid named Rennie, who's completely obsessed with Swallow, and the only other brain cell left is Patrick, a skeleton who's trying his best to maintain order. It's a wild ride watching these wacky characters navigate their day-to-day lives with a lazy but crazy powerful swallow at the center of it all. If you're in the mood for an OPMC who would rather take a nap than fight, Mr. Devourer, Please Act Like a Final Boss is the manhwa for you. The Constellations are my disciples. 300 years ago, a legendary warrior named Hyuno Kim saved the world by taking down the Tower of the End. But instead of dying, he's reborn 300 years later in the body of a 17-year-old boy named Johyo. Now Johyo has discovered the Constellations, who were once his disciples, have been born in the time he was gone. His mission? To find them all and train them up to be the ultimate powerhouse team. It's a pure fantasy all the way, with an arrogant but entertaining MC and a unique premise. If you're a fan of OP protagonists flexing their insane abilities, The Constellations Are My Disciples is worth checking out. The Night King Who Returned with a God. This manhwa has it all: an insanely powerful protagonist, hilarious hijinks, and a whole lot of demon-slaying action. After spending 300 years hunting down demons in another world, our Night King MC returns to Earth, but he's not alone. He's brought an actual god along for the ride. Now, he has to navigate modern society while also using his godly powers to battle any threats that come his way. It's a wild ride full of laugh-out-loud moments and epic fight scenes. If you're a fan of OP protagonists who cannot be stopped, you've gotta check out The Night King Who Returned with a God. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Superhuman Battlefield. This one's got all the goods: epic action, hilarious characters, and a legendary hero making a miraculous return. 17 years ago, the world was saved from destruction by the 7 heroes. But the strongest one, So-min Yop, had to sacrifice himself in the process. Now, there's a virtual reality game called Battlefield where, quote-unquote, espers with supernatural powers can showcase their skills. Problem is, Korea hasn't been doing so hot in the recent tournaments. But just when all hope seems lost, So-min Yop shockingly comes back. Can the legendary hero save the day once again? You gotta check out Superhuman Battlefield to find out. It's a wild ride packed with personality, epic fight scenes, and a whole lot of laughs. Read this because this one's a banger. Disciple of the Three Kings. Our MC was just your average high-ranking player in a game when suddenly he gets chosen as the Vessel of Chaos. Uh-oh, sounds like trouble, right? Well, when he accepts the role, he gets transported to a world ruled by the most OP trio you've ever seen: the demonic sect master, the martial king, and the demon king himself. Damn. Now our hero has to navigate this crazy new reality where he has to learn from these 3 legendary figures. But with great power comes even greater chaos. Get ready for epic battles, hilarious hijinks, and a protagonist who refuses to back down from any challenge. Disciple of the Three Kings is a must-read for any manhwa fans who loves over-the-top action and larger-than-life characters. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Return of the Disaster Class Hero. This one's an epic tale of betrayal, redemption, and an insanely powerful protagonist taking no prisoners. Humans have been facing these mysterious calamities, destructive creatures that suddenly appeared on Earth. To fight them, the Zodiac gods awakened 12 special heroes known as the Saints. But there was one more hero that was unchosen, the greatest of them all, John Lee. His allies betrayed him and left him for dead. Ouch. Fast forward 20 years and John is back, more powerful than ever and ready to show his former saint comrades who's really the boss. Get ready for jaw-dropping battles, a deep and intricate world filled with lore, and an art style that will blow your mind. Return of the Disaster Class Hero is a must-read for any manhwa fan looking for an unforgettable adventure. Trust me, this one's a certified banger. And there you have it, top manhwa where the MC completely dominates everyone in their path. Which one was your favorite? Or did we miss an OP gem that you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more epic recommendations. Until next time, happy reading!